All right, let's see if I have enough bandwidth to make the Facebook announcement. Like I can navigate the rest of the internet as I'm streaming. All right. All right. Oh, do I post? Endless Ranners. Okay. Endless Ranners. How do I go to the page?
Go to groups.
I know, but it's like I'm up with my post, but I can only see my post and there's no option to make a post. Come on. This is like
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
What if is your kid a sneakerhead?
No, not at all. I don't know if he's at the age where he cares yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where like his like friend, they care like what? Yeah. They're at the age where he's still at the age where they could just wear Crocs all the time. They would just, or be barefoot and they wouldn't care. I think middle school maybe is where that starts. What do you think?
Yeah, sounds about right.
Or that was just a simple yes or no question. You really didn't want to.
No, I like that you
didn't want to really have a conversation about it.
No, I like that you expanded upon it, to be honest.
sorry, what was the topic, you guys? I was
If one of his kids became a sneakerhead.
I'll let Robbie. Robbie would be so proud. They should meet. Should bring him on your fishing trip with Robbie.
You also need to get you also need to get to a point where you're not growing out of your shoes every 6 months or whatever.
That's true. There's no
where there's no long.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, can you just invest in some heavy duty sandals that you could just grow into over the years, and that way you don't have to worry about, or maybe some boots.
I mean, I suppose if I was only allowed to buy him one pair of shoes once every 3 years, that might be the best way to go.
Gotcha.
I'm going to refill quickly here, by the way.
Sure, go ahead.
But I don't know. I mean, I have to make him wear shoes. Like he's the kind of kid, he just wants to like take his
make him wear shoes
and shirt off, whenever.
Make him sound like some sort of savage.
Kinda, yeah. He's ready to get down to comfortable, like take his shirt and shoes off as soon as possible. Whenever he gets home.
I gotcha. I feel that, man. As soon as I get home,
yeah,
take off everything I wore that day from work, throw on some basketball shorts, and
you might as well do it when you can.
I mean, sometimes you get held up with the fucking.
I don't know though, because my sister has 3 boys and they're all older, so we had a ton of hand-me-downs, like mint condition hand-me-downs.
Right.
So at every age, you almost had too many. Like we just had like Pumas and Nikes and like every size, and he just, I don't know.
Baller over here, watch out.
Yeah.
Did you ever go thrift store shopping?
I've been to like there's like kids to kids or something is a chain around here in the DFW area. I think that's what it's called, where it's like secondhand, either clothes, toys, all kinds of stuff. I haven't been to one of those in a long time, but I've been to them before because it is pretty crazy. I mean, because maybe it seems weird to some people, but you buy these freaking like name brand, like Marvel brand t-shirts that are like $25 for a damn kid.
Yeah.
And then and then they wear it for like 3 months, if that, they wear it 10 times and then it's on the shelf for like $2. And it looks like you just got it and just washed it a couple times. So
exactly.
All right, are we ready to go?
Yeah, but usually as parent, it's like nowadays, if you got grandparents around, they kind of supply the clothes, a lot of that kind of stuff.
God bless those godparents.
What episode is it anyway?
78. All right. So hold on. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Endless Ranters. Welcome to episode 78 of your Endless Ranters podcast. My name is Chris, and I am one of your Endless Ranters hosts this evening. I'm joined by the lovely and talented Jane. Hi, Jane.
Hello, hello.
Hello. And then we're going to skip right to the man, producer Manny, Mole Man. What's going down?
Hello, everyone. How have you been since last we spun?
I have been okay. Thank you.
Cool.
Robbie's out on hiatus still. Busy.
We're not sure.
Busy.
We're not sure why.
Yeah, he's very mysterious.
Security's ramping up at his office.
Yeah. Maybe he's he could be right now being held hostage in like Die Hard 6, whatever number we're on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be right now. Could be has got his building taken over, but
I'm
Everyone
sure
send thoughts and prayers.
if that happened, I'm sure he would have been able to send a message out by now, letting us know that he's all right, or to send help. But either way,
I don't know. Maybe he, I don't know. Maybe
I
he's
see him
like
wanting to
up in
handle
the
it on his
AC
own.
vents or something.
what was that, Jane?
I see him wanting to handle it on his own. I don't think he'd reach out. He's like, I'm going to take care of this one-man show. I'm going to fight all the terrorists.
He could be in an AC duct right now. I mean, he's on social media. He's got a nice phone. Battery lasts a while, so he's got to keep up with his Instagram. But he could be.
Yeah, broadcasting live from within the air duct, AC duct.
Yeah. Well, Godspeed. What did you say, Jane? Thoughts and prayers?
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. We will.
Little Robbie, pastor's kid spotlight.
Future ex megachurch pastor, disgraced megachurch pastor.
And don't forget, forever leading the feminist charge.
Oh yeah, he's a feminist.
That's right.
Yep, that's right.
Manny,
So,
you're a feminist too.
You think?
Yeah, I could see it.
Interesting. Why do you say that? I'm curious.
Because you're willing to hook up with chicks while they're on their period. I feel like that's like, that's puts you solidly in the feminist camp. That's more feminist than me.
Wow, so you're against it.
That's true. Yeah, Jane would not go
On a personal level, yes. I don't have to worry about it on anyone else.
I understand, but like, is it just too much of a mess, or you just don't feel you're not turned on during that time of the month?
It's like, it's not because of the hormones. It's just the disgustingness of it.
Okay. Dang.
Is that so hard? Wait, I feel like this is hard for you to wrap your head around.
Moving
like
on.
You don't have that disgust
Hey Manny,
factor.
how you doing, man?
No,
Chris is
Chris is the one that's taking it back.
Have you seen that movie Jungle Cruise?
No, it doesn't. It's not calling to me. But this, hot period sex talk always appeals to me, so I'm just gonna indulge Jane over here. I don't know. It's just
so okay.
I was just surprised by it. Is that all? That's a.
Am I coming through for you guys?
You're coming through fine. You're coming through fine.
Send me a message. Okay,
No.
Manny, is it
Yes.
that you're just kind of neutral? You're neutral about period sex, or are you turned on by it?
I'm neutral.
Okay.
By the way,
That's good. That's going to shut down a lot of questions. It's going to
Oh.
shut down a lot of questions.
I think Jane's having trouble with her internet. She can't hear us from what she just said.
Oh no.
You guys are frozen. Manny's got his head thrown back.
Thinking about that period sex.
I know.
Yeah,
Sure.
this is like
I thought this was the new and improved Jane.
I can hear you guys kind of on and off. Anyway, this is horrible pod. No one knows that this is like
Manny, are
I
you
jinxed
reading
this
me
by
okay?
saying I thought it would be better today because
Are you reading me okay, Manny?
neither of you are moving in the video.
I'm reading
Y'all
you
are
fine.
catatonic. Manny with his head back.
Oh, okay. I guess we need to send Jane a message that we're we're moving along, and she's talking. I thought she could hear us.
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I can
That
hear
was a
you
long.
guys.
There
You
was a
guys
very
are
long
your
gap.
video frozen
I know
for me.
there's a crazy delay then if you could hear us.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Should we restart this whole thing?
Should I come out? Can we start over? Maybe. Start. I'm gonna. All right. I'm
might
gonna
just have
send.
to chop some stuff. We might have to just chop this part.
You're becoming host. Manny, you're getting host.
I guess I'm gonna be the host then. Here we go.
Yeah, it usually fixes it if
I'm
Jane
coming back.
What if Jane drops out and then just joins back in, and that usually resets things. Okay.
All right, what's up, Chris? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
Just a little technical difficulty there. Sorry to
Yeah.
everyone watching at home.
This was supposed to be the new and improved Jane internet.
I mean, maybe
think
new
there
and
was
improved in throwing like a monkey wrench into the spokes of this whole operation.
Yeah, she might have had like, gotten crazy and had like her internet browser open at the same time.
I think it's because she's living amongst the trees. The trees get in the way.
You think?
Yeah.
Of what exactly?
Sending out and receiving that signal. I mean,
Isn't that shit? I thought it's underground. Are you
Nothing.
talking about nothing's underground there? No.
Nah.
Oh God. Oh Lord. I don't know how you guys are.
We want to admire our infrastructure as much as we admire the trees that don't belong here. Don't you get it?
Yeah, I do. I had to think about it for a second, but I do get it. I guess Jane's maybe she's restarting her computer or something.
That's fine.
So yeah, I guess we'll just why don't we just talk about things? We'll just talk.
What do you want to talk about? I mean, we got to kill some time before Jane gets back.
Oh, I don't know. Are you watching the Olympics? I don't think we're talking about the Olympics at all tonight.
Nope. I don't even know where to catch them. I asked
Yeah,
someone.
neither
One
do
of my
I.
coworkers is probably on YouTube or something.
I wonder if it's well, you're younger than I am. I mean, a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking today, I don't really care. I don't really, I'm not really, I don't find myself caring about the Olympics that much. And I wonder if it's just maybe as you get older, maybe that fades away. And watching the Olympics is a young man's game,
I think there's some merit to that.
Or if it's more like everything's just so produced now, I mean, it's like, because, now when you watch the Olympics, it's like 10% sports, 10%, athletic performance, and like 90% commercials. And
wait, the percentages is off there. You already threw out 20, but you're still giving out 90.
No, I said 10. I said 10%. Okay. I said 10% athletic performances.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I meant sports. Like, so 10% total sports / athletic performances.
Gotcha.
And 90% commercials and like heartwarming tales of struggle, video montages of the, for the athletes, you know what I mean? Like, because they're just trying to sell like a brand. It's just like a lot of attempted branding going on, or I mean, it's good. I mean, I don't begrudge the athletes because it's great that they get, the recognition, but
Right.
it's like, I don't know, it's like, just show us the competition.
Well, it makes me wonder if there was that same level of production that went into the Olympic presentation, of years prior, as far as, like feel good pieces or behind the scenes or like little bio pieces on certain athletes that were competing.
I think there wasn't as much, but mainly because they didn't have the bandwidth for it to be as much. You know what I mean? Like you had less channels, maybe.
Right.
I don't know, or you didn't have the internet for, I mean, like at least you couldn't really, I don't know if you could watch the Olympics reliably streaming on the internet. I don't know when that kind of became commonplace, because now I guess you could just watch it on your phone if you wanted to. Jane, are you back or how you doing?
Should check them for a bit, check back out.
I'm back, but it feels unstable, and I'm looking for my Ethernet cord.
Okay.
For now, Jane's the show's disembodied ghost. All you hear is the voice, no visual. If you disrespect her, she'll curse you for eternity. Sorry, I'm just having fun here with that.
That's okay. What were we talking about? The Olympics, athletes.
Well, what were some of your favorite events to check out when you did watch them growing up before you lost interest?
Maybe track and field. It's a good question. So if you're watching the summer, a lot of the track and field type stuff, the decathlon was a real big deal. If that's the event where there's 10 different sports or 10 different whatever events, feats of strength that you have to perform. That was a pretty big deal when I was a kid. I think. What's that?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, I was just going to say
the face of the decathlon.
Yeah, but when I was a kid, I think that's when Bruce Jenner was on the Wheaties box, and it was kind of a big deal.
Yeah,
because at that time, in America, we had that athlete that was, supposed to win. I don't know if that's something we dominate every year or every Olympics or what, but that was a big deal because he was marketable. But now they can do the Bruce Jenner thing.
Am I coming through for you guys now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking and it takes 3 seconds for my sound to come through.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of a lag. Yeah. Grr.
Here's what I'm annoyed about.
What's that?
We switched they sprung on, they told me that they were going to switch providers to save money, switch from AT&T to Spectrum. So I'm like, okay. And I want to make sure I get better internet because I knew my connection was slow. So the guy comes and it was like cable, and I haven't had cable this whole time, but they're like, oh, here's cable. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'll just go along with it. And of course I'm getting charged. Now they're charging me like half of the cable. So I was paying $17.50 a month.
Right.
For just internet. Now I'm paying $70 a month for internet and cable. And now my internet, and I'm like, at least I want better internet. And I thought I would maybe get a modem up here, but I don't. Sorry. I'm like, I'm not even on YouTube. Probably boring everyone to death. But
we hear you. We're just letting you rant. That's all.
Yeah, we are letting you rant.
Yeah. So now I'm like, okay, I feel like I had this whole cable thing sprung on me, and like, okay, maybe if they had asked, I would have just said yes. So I'm just gonna like go along with it. But I want better internet. Like I can't handle this.
This is like, I mean, this is weird because this is like an internet commercial. You know what I mean?
This
like
is.
Watch the TV commercials for
they all
like AT&T fiber.
So I have this.
And there's a lady on there that's just
So the
like, I want
modem-
better internet.
So the modem is downstairs in the main house, and I have this like plug-in electrical connection, like plugged into the wall, and it loses some of the bandwidth depending on how far it is, like how many walls it has to go through or something. So I thought when I moved it to a different outlet, and I was getting much better upload downloads, but now it's like really crappy. And I kind of wonder if they're streaming anything. And I actually like might just text them and be like, hey, are you guys streaming anything? Because I'm trying to do Zoom and I'm getting cut off. And I hate to be a pain in the ass, but it's like, if I'm paying $70 a month,
you should text them.
Like
you should text
I
them
deserve
and let's see how this
connection.
Yeah, you should text them and let's see how this goes. Feel free to spice it up a little bit, maybe get a little attitude in there. Yeah, some like triple exclamation points.
I think at that price point, might as well just get your own hotspot or whatever from like Verizon or T-Mobile.
70.
You're right. Yeah, and be like, hey, I'm sorry. Like,
it depends what kind of cable you have. What do you got? What kind of cable? Is it like basic cable? Do you have a box? Do you have a remote control?
Like, do I have HBO?
Like,
I don't really know. I haven't
really
explored the cable.
Well, how would you explore it? Did you get a box in there? Is there a box under your TV now? And then maybe you could
There's a box. Yeah. What do you mean?
yeah. Have you run your Ethernet cable from that box to your computer?
This episode has devolved from the episode to IT help. And let's rant to
bottom of this.
Wait, are you saying for my cable box on my computer? Why would I do that?
I mean, sometimes those things just have network cables. I think my Xbox is plugged into my cable box. Or I guess, I don't know, or modem. I don't know. I don't know.
It's all right. Say that for another time. I think we could manage, just give the lag a little bit to accommodate for Jane, and we could keep this episode rolling.
Talk slower, Manny.
Exactly.
Slower.
My mistake.
I don't know. Looks like she might be getting an answer back from somebody. Or not.
No, I was crafting my text, which is just me being frustrated. So like I'm gonna start to get short if I'm. Oh,
you haven't sent the first one yet?
No, man.
Oh, come on.
I just sent the first. What am I?
Just
oh my God.
From the, shoot from the hip. Shoot from the hip.
I get really rude. Like I don't have a natural politeness. Like it takes me effort to be polite. So are you talking over me because you can't hear me or because you're clueless? I don't even know. Like this is my problem. Like I don't know if like the yellow border is going through for everyone. It's like I'm lost when I try to do this.
Oh, I was talking over you because I'm clueless.
Should I be ballsy and send them the YouTube link? Like, watch me get annoyed?
No, not yet.
No, because we don't want them streaming more data.
No.
Oh no, right?
Just really fuck you up.
Exactly. It'll just perpetuate.
You're gonna be looking like cycle. Minecraft. You're looking like Minecraft on the screen.
We all will. All of a sudden, I get eaten by a zombie. I'm
just annoyed that it went up from 17. I'm annoyed it went up from $17 to $70, right? Like, and I don't know if I'm really even going to watch cable. Like, I might get into it, but I don't know. Like, what I want is better internet. And I don't understand why I couldn't get my own, like the cable guy was here and it took him fucking 2 hours to figure out what was going on. Like with just the cable too. Like he couldn't. So my landlord thought the cable from my place went down, like into the wall and down. And he had this sensor that was he was like, rolling like a pick up the charge, whatever. And he's like, no, it's going up. And so they had to go into the attic, which is through my place. So I had to like move all this stuff from behind my, I don't understand, like this tiny, like lofted bed. And behind it is this just tiny nook you have to crawl into.
Right.
And to move, I have all this crap back there that I don't like use. I probably should just get rid of and make space for him to crawl through. And
Devices.
And then he was like back and forth, just like up and down and outside and like trying to figure out where this was because my landlord total went down, but it actually went up. And it took literally like 2 hours for him to like figure out what's going on. Okay. She said, we aren't zooming. Did you get the device the repair person and your friend suggested? So their idea was there was something called a mesh. A mesh that you like plug it in. It extends your router's
I have one of
connection
those
for Wi-Fi. Right, but my router is in my apartment. My router is connected to the wall, so I don't need router distance.
It's
I
just the
lose
quality.
connection because I'm plugged into the wall. Yeah. Okay, so she said, so I'm going to, no, it turns out with that device, I would have to, we moved the device I currently have from you guys, and it, you guys to a different outlet.
I hope a internet provider sees this and offers Jane a much better connection pronto. Chris, what are you drinking on over there?
Miller Lights.
Sorry, guys, if you're joining us on YouTube, we are.
The saga
I
continues.
guess we regrouped. The saga continues on my stupid internet. And I'm, yeah. What do you guys talk about what you're drinking while I craft this text?
Well, Chris is on his Bud
Still
Light.
on Miller Light.
Oh, Miller Light, I should say. Yeah. I had my trusty mineral water.
Topo Chico.
Yeah. Oh, you said, yeah. I mean, that's what
Did
they
you hear how
had.
I said it?
I did. I appreciate how you emphasize on the little accent there at the end, man. Most people just would have ran through it and said, you know what, fuck the proper pronunciation. Maybe it's that Korean in you. You appreciate, saying things proper native tongue. I don't know. Maybe that's just me talking out my ass.
Yeah, I was more doing it to mock, Just
Son of a bitch. Any chance, any opportunity, you take it. If that were a sport in the Olympics, you'd take home the gold, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Champion.
Yeah. Speaking of which, some of my favorite events to watch was probably the speed skating. My cousin would watch the figure skating, either the solo or the couples.
You were talking about summer though. We were talking about summer.
Oh, summer. Summer.
But I'm down with those. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, since just to round out that as well, what is it, that luge or whatever, the speed luge, that shit was always fucking wild. For summer, basketball, volleyball, like we were discussing in the previous episode, women's volleyball, beach volleyball.
Yeah, amazing athletes, female volleyball, beach volleyball players.
Yeah.
Just the dedication is I think it's the dedication really
Dedication's out of this world, man.
is really what inspires me the most.
It should inspire everyone, honestly.
Or is it just the skills? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about them. Summer Olympics, I wish they made a bigger deal out of like throwing the javelin, I don't know. That seems pretty cool.
Well, what is it about the throwing it that attracts you to it?
I don't know. I feel like it's something that our ancestors have been doing, for a long time, since, we got up on two legs and started sharpening sticks.
Okay.
There was one dude in the tribe that could, hit a woolly mammoth from 300 yards with a spear. He's the hero.
I think it will take multiple spears. I mean, considering the size of a woolly mammoth, unless he had an army with him.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be that pedantic asshole. Yeah, if anyone's wondering.
Were you alive back then? Do you know? No, I don't think so.
Shit, I might have been alive back then.
You don't see these javelins. You see these javelins they throw today in the Olympics, man. They'll go right through a woolly mammoth.
Speaking of which, I just thought of like with the world's most cumbersome assassin, he uses javelins instead of a long range rifle.
Yeah, I wonder if that guy way back then that was like incredible at the javelin.
Yeah.
Then somebody came along and invented the bow and arrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
And then anybody in like a 10-year-old could kill a woolly mammoth, from the distance with a bow and arrow. And all the time the javelin thrower guys had spent training, it's just wasn't appreciated anymore.
I'll forget it.
It's a sad story. It's really, I didn't realize it was gonna become sad in the end.
I mean, survival is sad like that. Couldn't go any other way.
Yeah. Just like Jane's internet.
Exactly.
Inferior. Oh, Jane's.
Here's my sad internet.
Yeah, that's
wow, what's going on here?
Yeah.
I mean, going along, keeping in tune with the theme of the episode. This is a frivolous expenditure right here.
So do you?
Yeah.
Hopefully you have HBO out of this.
I told my landlords to go to that website, Speed Test, and like see what their download and upload rates are.
That'd be awesome.
Just kind of be like
50.
You don't understand like how much I'm losing.
Yeah.
This is cutting into my productivity. You don't understand.
Yeah. Well,
it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like,
so that Bruce Jenner, huh?
Modem? Like, why can't I?
He's crazy.
I have to reach myself to their modem, right? Like that's the struggle here.
Reach yourself to their.
I have to reach to their modem, right? Like I have to connect downstairs. Sorry, guys. I'm also drinking Negronis, and I'm just like.
Jane's plastered
still on.
No, keep it up.
Does anyone have technical? This is just a hangout. Okay, I'm gonna stop share. This is boring.
What happened?
You
took it off YouTube?
My connection is unstable.
Oh no, she
Stop
stopped sharing
sharing
this.
your.
Yeah, she stopped sharing the screen.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think in working on the previous episode, I don't think Jane discussed her favorite summer Olympic events. At least I don't recall.
Oh,
Wasn't
is
that
this
what we
something
just?
what you
Yeah,
discussed without me? My
we were just
favorite
talking
Olympic
about this right
events.
now.
Well, definitely gymnastics. I mean, if I have to go specific gymnastics, I always say go for the men's event finals. So what happened, because it's really difficult to be an all-around men's gymnast and really good on one event, because the body types and the strength and the skills like are vary across these events so much. So okay. He said, we have something like 205 and you only have 2. You may have to buy a box. I'll give you the phone and contract tomorrow. Remember, you are our daughter. Because when they
I was like, well, that's so
that.
sweet. Oh, no, this is just to scam the cable company.
No, it was to save on an extra charge because family included.
They got some weird kinks going on at your place, man.
Anyway, so
Men's gymnastics.
We
yes,
talked about
okay,
some gymnastics last week's, but yeah, the men's, okay. I haven't heard this before.
Right. So like the ones who are really, really good at say rings have like the insane upper body strength that might be really awkward on something like pommel horse, right? Like you want to be leaner on pommel horse. So it's like, so when you watch the event finals, you get these guys that specialize in one event and they just like hone in on that one event and that's all they do. And they throw like the craziest stuff.
Rings are fun. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you've had access to gymnastics rings.
Never.
I have not, and since probably, I don't know, elementary school or maybe middle school or something, but it's fun. I remember that was kind of fun. That's all I have to add about the gymnastics, but I like watching gymnastics.
Yeah, now that Jay mentioned it, the pommel horse, so that always drew my attention because I was always it reminded me of breakdancing, and just me always being a fan.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
of it.
point. I bet
A
a
lot
pommel
of
horse
a lot of
for
similar
some of the.
motions.
Yeah, you're right. That's interesting. I also have a lot of thoughts about the women's gymnastics and what it is now and what it used to be. So I think I've trained my algorithm to just like
Break it down for the viewers at home. What's the difference?
So it used to be much more dance oriented. So it was just like a lot more feminine. Like they were just perfect and like their form was amazing. And it was less about just tumbling and flying and like the big moves. And so they were so there's an artistry too. There's much, I mean, it's called artistic gymnastics, and it's hard to like comprehend that now with what you see. I mean, it's really amazing to watch them do what they do, and like they're kind of ramping up to where the men are. and it's awesome, but it's also very pure, it's like sheer power versus like it used to be dominated by Eastern Europeans like Romania and Russia, and like there's this dainty feminine to it. And it was still incredibly unique and skilled. Like you watch these videos that have been popping up for me on my streaming, and like they're just so intricate and creative, but they're not the high flying moves, and they're still just so fun to watch. And there's sort of this I don't know. I like both. I don't know where I stand. I don't have like a stand one way or the other. I love, the now super high flying women that are just like, yeah, I'm fearless. Like it's awesome. But then I sort of love the little petite, artistic, like perfectly pointed
The one,
and just
yeah,
no flaws.
the ones with the sticks with the ribbon. That kind of.
Okay, that's rhythmic gymnastics, but that's also kind of in the same realm as what gymnastics used to be. So it's, and if you watch
Yeah.
them, it's just very dominated by Eastern Europeans, and there's just something about them where they know they more tap into their femininity, and not in a weak way. Like we associate that in America as something weak, and I just don't see that when you watch them.
Who's this
Like, it's
we you speak
really-
of, Jane?
Yeah. Oh, I think
This
I don't know,
we
Manny. Am I correct?
American.
I'm
Oh,
not sure if Manny's the right person to ask about that, but I feel like we had this exact conversation last week. No, Manny.
maybe.
Okay.
I haven't gotten to that part of the episode.
We were talking a good bit about the gymnastics, how it's judged, like kind of like it used to be more about gracefulness.
Oh
maybe.
yeah,
Oh,
no,
Now
I know what you're talking about.
it's
Yeah,
more
like,
like
it's not
like pure power.
the international
you know?
judges lean more towards the fancy stuff than the American. But I mean, the Americans still, well, Russia won this time, but I mean, American won the all round, Suni Lee. So, and Simone Biles is like, I think maybe arguably the most decorated gymnast of all. I think she's won like at least 5 or 6 world championships. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah. So what's the
clearly
final deal on
it's
her?
better.
What's the final deal on her, and why she dropped out? Like, I mean, it's great
mean,
that
if-
this other girl won the all around gold.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole Simone
I mean, I'm not
Biles
an
controversy
expert.
took away from that a little bit,
Yeah, but she won. Like if she hadn't had that contract, like Simone Biles could have won over her. Or so I don't know what's going through her head.
Not
If
if
I
she
had to
wasn't on her
guess, it's just kind
game.
of right. She felt she wasn't on her game. I think there was maybe some over time, like she was sort of felt pressured into competing, and like it was supposed to be a year ago, and she probably thought going, into her decision, she thought, oh, this was going to be a year prior, I would be done with this. And then she's like, oh my God, I got to go in another year of training. It's like not what you had in mind. And then just when she got there, she was like, oh my God, I'm done. Like I've done enough. I kind of wonder if that triggered her twisties
That's
diagnosis that everyone's talking about. I don't know.
Is
I
this
just
you
think there's a
guessing,
mix
or is
of
this
like
based on something she said?
mental and emotional. I'm all guessing. Of course, I'm guessing.
Okay, I
This
wasn't
is
sure
my
if I
own,
haven't really read her quotes or
like
anything like that.
interpretation of her.
Yeah, I hadn't really read I'm sure there's a million stories, I haven't really read them. I wasn't sure if she had, talked more about it.
I don't know. My internet's unstable again.
Yeah. So there's about 3 seconds. I don't know that. I was just wondering why some people were upset about Simone Biles quitting. And I think maybe it's like understandable, but at the same time, it's extremely, extremely rare, right? That an athlete that's like at that level, like bows out.
Yeah.
Man, woman, young, old, black, white, whatever. Like it's extremely rare. So it's like, it's not wrong for people to have been like, what the fuck? But at the same time, it's like understandable. Like, yeah.
Right. Well, it's not. All right, where's my goddamn yellow border? So I know you guys can hear me.
You're not.
No yellow border. Hello. Come
We can hear you.
Okay, we can hear you. There's no the United States military is not forcing you to do any of this. So it's like, I don't know what. It's just very rare that that happens. So it's maybe it'll start happening more.
What, the military intervening with the Olympics?
Yes. Our military standing on the sidelines at important games.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do like North Korea. Just start, we'll get a firing squad going if you lose.
Bit extreme of you there, Chris.
Hey, I mean, I don't know.
Gotta keep in.
I don't think men think about Monkey's uncle.
What's Monkey's uncle saying? Shout out to Kwana and all the people at home still supporting the episode through all the glitches.
Well, he said, I don't think men think about female gymnasts like that. I wonder, like what? I don't know what that meant.
Interesting.
Hello, Jane. Welcome back.
Welcome
Yeah,
back.
Monkey's uncle, explain yourself. I'm back.
And it sounds like there's less of a lag this time.
Really?
Oh, never
Okay, good. Oh.
Said, oh, never.
mind.
It was shorter. It was like 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, 1.5 seconds. We're getting there little by little.
Yeah.
But thanks to everyone at home sitting through and enjoying the show.
Yeah. Gymnastics. Manny was talking about, you like in the Winter Olympics, you like the speed skating. That was fun to watch. What was the guy's name? Apollo Ono?
Probably.
All
I never followed. No, I never followed the names. I don't remember. I wasn't good with names. I was always just captivated by what I was watching.
Yeah, it is pretty fascinating to watch them go at that speed, because it's like it seems like they're defying physics.
I think in general, like the whole ice component of the Winter Olympics just makes everything more exciting, like ice dancing and
Snowboarding,
skiing, because they're so much faster and they can kind of do a little more with it. I think it's, I mean, the gymnastics is cool too. It's, there's like the flips and stuff, but something about the flow of ice skating that's kind of remarkable.
They should do gymnastics and the bars are icicles. No, I'm just kidding. That's stupid. I was going to say the bars are regular bars. The bars are regular bars, but the floor is ice.
You realize they're not making contact with the ground when they do bars.
They have to land, and it's going to be either perfection or.
And you're like, they have to swing with
neck.
ice skates on their feet. Like that's the whole.
Well, thing. Well, I'm glad we're brainstorming.
They do
here.
that to train.
They put
weights. They put weights around their ankles to train.
Yeah, like what if you have to do on the bar? Imagine you're doing the. Is there just one bar? Like there's the uneven bars. There's the parallel bar. Is there just like one bar?
The women do the uneven. Stop! I have the yellow frame. The women.
You're the way this works is you're the one talking over us. That's how it works when you're 3 seconds behind.
Yeah. All right. We'll get this figured out.
Go ahead though. The high bar. Imagine like you doing the high bar, right? And then you have to do round, around, around. But then when you land, you have to land on your ice skates and go and like, fly down the ice.
So you're like combining the bar and then figure skating, like do some bar and then do your landing and fly into your routine on the ice.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Got it. I like it.
If pole dancing can be in, then so can ice.
Well, no, pole dancing is not in it. They're trying, but they haven't gotten there.
It'll be there soon. Once the ratings get far enough, once the ratings really dip, and like Pornhub's a sponsor.
Oh my God.
Yeah, short track speed skating. Yeah, that's fun. It's fun to watch. It's kind of crazy. And they have the Rex too. Yeah, good one. Family of 3.
It's like this is Jeff. Like because you're Formula One.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm into that. The physics of like what keeps you on the ground. At those highest speeds, going at high rate of speed, going around a turn or spinning or whatever. Like how does that work? I like it.
Vertical.
Like there's a lot of physics involved. I bet these guys kind of know physics. And once again, you guys are frozen, and I'm just talking to myself, my own little world.
We hear you.
Maybe you guys are all talking, and I'm talking, and you can hear me, and I can't hear you.
Yeah, the physics of what makes an ice skate. Like,
Hear you.
just assume that no one can hear her. The physics of what makes an ice skate glide on ice, as opposed to when you're just wearing your Nikes and you've got to like, shoot, like it's fascinating.
I love all these added sound effects, by the way.
You're welcome. I mean, thanks. Thanks for the compliment.
Yeah, man.
Jane's
You
gonna
gotta-
maybe Jane's gonna be back any minute now.
Yeah. You're probably leading another life as a Foley artist and you don't even know it. Or maybe you could just do sound effects for us. Hey, what's up, Jane? Welcome back. Holy shit, is there more of a lag again? Either way, Jane's
I'm
back.
back. There's probably a lag.
There you go. Yep, there's a crazy fucking lag.
That's the name of our new podcast.
Welcome to the lag cast, everybody.
Crazy fucking lag.
Yeah.
And like the whole podcast is just super confusing crosstalk.
There's some Andy Kaufman shit right here.
We can introduce some new games. That are really, really like where timing is really important.
Oh yeah, this would be like
Jane's late. Every buzz in, Jane's late, and then she just like going ballistic.
Well, don't wait. Let me refresh the YouTube. Do we really still have 8 people watching?
Well,
7.
This is like, I guess this is how it's gonna go. So what are we gonna? So
lucky number 7. Thank you. 7 viewers.
We were at 8.
Do we want to just start talking about our frivolous?
Until that last.
Should we just start talking about our frivolous purchases?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Let's give Jane the floor first.
I got one. This is my lip balm. Look at this tiny lip balm. It's my lip balm.
Mm-hmm.
It's $18.
What makes it worth $18?
I know.
It doesn't have any of that addictive shit they put in other lip balm. They actually literally put addictive stuff in regular chapstick. And you're paying to not get addicted. That is what you're paying for.
Which animal? What species of bovine semen is in that lip balm?
That's an elephant. It's called Drunk Elephant is the brand.
Elephant semen is the secret ingredient. Right?
Yep.
Drunk elephant semen, no less.
What's addictive in the normal $2 chapsticks?
Oh, I forget. But there is an actual ingredient that's addictive in the regular chapstick.
And it's addictive in that.
Don't ever get it.
Oh. Is that what it says in the New England Journal of Medicine? No, I mean, what's addictive? Is it like more like it dries out your lips so it like makes you continue to use it, or it's like, or there's some
you have
kind
to
of like
constantly and you use more.
Right. Or is it some kind of like substance that like you'd have withdrawal to or something?
It makes you want to keep applying it, so you use their product. I don't know the science beyond
because
that,
it dries your lip because it dries your lips out.
It dries them or just makes you crave more. I don't know exactly what it is, but I had a math teacher in high school that was constantly applying chapstick. He's like, I'm addicted. It's like interesting addiction.
Oh. Well, that settles that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just curious if it was like, if it's like I don't know how you'd label that, like physically addicting, like, or it's more just, it just dries your lips out. So it makes you want to use it all the time.
Well, some of the effects are, some mild, inflammation because of the ingredients that irritate your skin. Phenol, menthol, and salicylic acid. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it properly, but yeah, that dries out your lips. So, oh, and wax. They also have wax on there, in there as well. So you just gotta be careful, man.
Can I also show you guys my, okay, this is my eye makeup remover. 3.5 ounces.
Oh, it's always during the show and tell portion. Oh no, wait.
This makeup remover stings my eyes. And you guys are frozen again. I'm probably gonna get kicked off.
It's that bull semen that stings. You know what I mean? It really works. Gets rid of those dark spots.
Do you also pay to not get addicted to that the eye makeup remover?
I can't, you guys are breaking up for me. La, la, la.
Awesome.
I can't, I'm on my own.
I like it when James.
No, you're not.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, now I can hear you guys. You all are frozen.
This whole episode has been one of the more rougher.
Oh my god, I hate my internet so much. I might have to bail and go meet Jen Lorch at the bar. She's texting me about what I'm up to, and I want to, and I can walk there.
How fun!
And I want to go before it gets dark out. But let me make sure.
It'd probably be a best option at this point, given tonight's lackluster track record. Still A for effort.
God. Oh, do you guys have any frivolous?
I do, but let's Chris, what do you got?
Oh no, I don't. No. I don't think so. I guess the only thing I do for myself, I get a lot of Kiehl's products. Facial product, facial.
That explains your
products,
cartoon
like
quality skin.
Maybe I'm kind of hooked on that. I don't know if you'd call it addicted, like physically, but I do like the way it works, I suppose. I like the way it smells. I think that's the thing. I like the way it smells. But anyway, I don't know, it was like 15 years ago, my former grandmother-in-law, got me like a Kiehl's gift set,
Right.
with like the face, the body wash, like all the stuff. And I don't know. Now I've been using that stuff for the last 15 years. It's good stuff, but I don't think it's not really that expensive.
In the scheme
it's
of
not
any
really, because
brand,
like
it's
a
not
lot of
that
those things, like
expensive, but it's
and a
way
lot of-
more than drug store brand.
True, yeah, but it's not. But it also like it's like lasts a long time. It's good stuff. So, and that I'd say it's really it's kind of inexpensive because it lasts a long time.
Yeah. That's my thing. It's like, I don't think any of my purchases are that frivolous. Like, it's like, how do you define frivolous? Like, I don't collect random shit. Everything I buy is sort of, there's a reason for it.
Right.
Like my
Personally, I'd be
mochas
like,
taste
there's
so
gotta
damn
be
good. Like every day I go, not every day. When I go to Pete's Coffee.
Yeah. Pete's Coffee.
All right. I'm now, again, I feel like I'm on my own. On my own.
No, we were just waiting for you to get back to your Pete's Coffee story.
So when I go to Pete's Coffee,
this is the most suspenseful episode ever to date.
Oh my God.
I think she's going to say that she enjoys the coffee, that it's medium to high priced, as far as coffee goes, but it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's predictable, That's what I think she was going to say. What do you think she was going to say?
I have a feeling that. Oh, there she is. She's back.
Yeah. What are you gonna say behind my back?
We're gonna say how you got into a Die Hard-esque situation at one of your Pete's Coffee outings. Terrorists came down, took over the whole coffee shop. McLean had to come in and save you, all while still enjoying your
With
mocha.
no minimal Christmas references.
Yeah,
How you
exactly.
hate flying.
So no.
Monkey's uncle
What's
wants
Monkey's
to know. He wants to know more about the types of semen that in your lip gloss and your eyeshadow. Or there was an
My
eye.
eyeshadow?
What was the eye product you had? I forget what it was called. Like what the
Oh, this is eye makeup remover.
eye makeup remover.
Eye makeup remover. So
okay.
I've tried the cheap drugstore stuff and it stings my eyes. I'm like, why would I use this? This is torturous. Like that's worth it to me to spend a little more on something that's
I thought you said it stings your eyes.
not this.
Oh, it
The
doesn't.
drugstore
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
Phew.
I do believe that decent, really good skincare. Like I use, this is my splurge. I use a serum every morning and the little like 1.5 ounce bottle costs $165. And it's really good. Like I swear it brightens on my face every morning and I swear by it. And it's from C. Ferulic by SkinCeuticals.
How do you go about applying something like that? Something.
I dab. There's like a little pipette, like a squeezy thing, and you do like 5 drops in your palm, and then you like dab in the other palm, and then you just go like that all over your face.
Where do you learn these techniques? Are these techniques that
y'all froze again for me? Like you're.
Oh, damn it! Just as I was getting to the good questions. Where do you learn these techniques about how to apply makeup or how you would actually put, because I think men are just like, just like, all over your face, like lotion or whatever. But you have like techniques where you're dabbing and doing this.
I dab and I pat.
And pat,
really?
Dab and pat.
You don't dab and pat with your keels?
No, that's too.
Y'all are breaking up for me.
That's going too far.
Wait,
I know I'm in the bathroom alone, but
Mikey's uncle called me the perfect woman because I'm silent.
Wow, Monkey's uncle.
Thanks, Muggy's uncle. You fail the feminist test.
The perfect woman you could control when she's silent.
A woman should be. Wait. Can we revisit this? Not revisit, but visit for now.
You mean go back 3 seconds?
Some women are so annoying that they should be silent. I'm like, your opinions do not count. You completely.
Hold on. You're telling me.
For you in public office, like you're running anything. There are some women like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not one of those women though. I'm like I'm a weird woman. Whatever.
Who was the politician? Who was the politician in that? Oh, she's frozen now.
Yeah, she froze again.
Dab and Pat. That is a good name.
That's a morning zoo duo.
That or it's like well, I guess there is the dab already. I was thinking it'd be like a touchdown dance.
The dab and pat. Yeah, they could work with that, yeah. Or it could also be like some corrupt cop move, when they want to pull a fast one on someone they're fucking with.
Dab and pat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when you plant evidence on them.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That sounds.
It's got range. We should
write a crime. We should write a crime buddy cop partner movie right now, all based on Dab and Pat.
Let's do it.
That could be their names. It could be just their signature move.
Yeah.
Could be both.
Maybe that could be
Yeah.
like the running gag throughout the whole the entire movies. You don't know why they're called Dab and Pat.
They could do the dab. Like one of
Yep.
them does the dab dance move. I'm not sure. Is the dab a dance? Is it just a pose? Like, what is the dab?
I always thought, well, in weed terms, it's you're smoking like hella concentrated weed. So
We're clearly not talking about weed terms, though, right? We're.
I understand, but I just want to.
I know you felt the need to throw that in there.
Yeah, I just felt the need to include it in there,
To
but
go that, like we're clearly talking about physical moves.
physical exertion.
Dance,
Yeah, I
yes,
know it's a
yes.
dance. That's about all that I know that it is.
There's no reason other than your love of the weed and the dabs and
To be honest with you, I don't dab as much as people would assume.
I'm not sure what it is really. I don't know what it is. Just dudes that love weed, like just thinking of different ways to consume it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Using crazy machinery to extract
Yeah.
and make the damn.
Yes. Yes. Chemists that like to smoke weed.
Whenever I see interviews of these stoner chemists, I can't help but giggle. It's just like, man, I know that he's, giving out interesting information, but at the end of the day, it's just like, man, he's just a fucking stoner at heart. Just really bursts out in a fucking lab coat. I love it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Dab and Pat and Dab.
Yeah. Coming soon to your local.
Trademarked right
Yeah.
there. I'm gonna write it down and mail it to someone.
Mail it to me. And
Is
I'll
that
mail
true? You think that's true? If you write an idea down and mail it to someone, isn't that like is that a trope where it's patented?
I
You know what
believe
I'm talking
so.
about? Hasn't that been like a movie
Or
thing?
trademarked or whatever it is, I think.
Yeah.
Trademarked.
Yeah.
Incorporated. One of those three.
I'm gonna write down iPhone 37.
All right, so
mail it to you.
So you're gonna mail me that. You're gonna mail me the Dab and Pat. I'm gonna mail you the previous movie idea that we came up with the rundown secondhand theater, movie theater that.
Oh yeah,
it's a
yeah,
revival.
yeah. Like Waiting, like the movie Waiting, but like Ryan Reynolds movie Waiting, but in theaters, like
Yeah.
whatever you called it, stewarding.
Yeah, it's still
I don't know.
It's to be determined, but either way,
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down and mail it to you, and that way all
Yeah.
bases are covered, all ideas are protected.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Endless Ranger's gonna, to move on to its second chapter or third chapter, whatever you want to call it, of this crazy endeavor. Yeah.
I'm also going to mail you. I'm going to write down and mail you my idea about video game urinals for Dave and Buster's.
I'm sorry, what? Video game urinals?
Yeah, it's a way for them to increase their revenue while people are in the bathroom. The average Dave and Buster's customer spends 7 minutes in the bathroom.
Okay.
Over a 2-hour stay. So at the urinals, drinking beers, whatever.
Okay.
So you get them to swipe a card, and then you play that race game. With your urine stream.
Like, this is so fucking bad. Like, I don't understand why I'm paying $70 for this crappy internet.
I don't think
and
my
cable
idea
I
is that bad.
will barely use.
She hated my idea.
Y'all are frozen. Oh, I'm in my own little world again.
Streaming urine, Dave and Buster's urinal idea.
I don't think she's gonna take to that idea. It's not. She's not in the demographic.
Does not sound like an investor.
No.
But I'm gonna write it down and mail it to you, just to
All right.
patent it and trademark it. Oh, Monkey's uncle says Pat and Dab could be bad lady cops.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Or that could be when it becomes a sitcom. Right?
Oh, you want to branch out into sitcom?
That's when we go. Yeah, that's when we make it like a Cagney and Lacey type of deal.
Well, why not just do that out the gate?
Make it a television show.
Yeah. I think you have better opportunity to flesh the characters out, make them more memorable than you would with a movie.
Well, I mean, in this fantasy production land we're in right now, we might as well just do both at the same time.
Fuck it then.
Yeah,
Both
hell
it
yeah.
is.
We're gonna hire the best. All right, we're gonna get on that. Jane's gonna get on that right away.
After the
internet.
internet issue is resolved.
With the typewriter and mailing people, faxing people questions. Oh, what are we doing here, Manny? I think Jane gave up.
Yeah, she did one last rant, and I think she just called it a night. She might be heading out and getting a drink with friend of the show, Jen.
Yeah, that was quite an exit.
Lady lackeys. But on brand, I'd say if anything, that was very epic.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that we have this issue every week, but Bougie Buys is the name of this perhaps this will be a video only episode. A YouTube only episode.
Why not? I mean, I still gotta finish working on episode 77. So
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why you couldn't remember the that we talked all about women's gymnastics.
Well, I'll be honest too. I was also mid conversation during that segment of the recording last week, so I wasn't completely on topic. You know, I was spacing out.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But is that how you spell bougie? I don't know.
What's the spelling on it? I can't see.
Bougie.
Yep.
There's not two G's in there?
No.
Okay. It's not a Y on the end or anything?
Nothing like that.
Okay. Well, I'm impressed that you're really confident about this word. Like you've used this word, you've written this word down.
I see it a lot. I come across it a lot for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
Yeah. So to round out the episode, I'll contribute, since it's going to be video only. I kind of dig it because it gives me some opportunity to just take a breather from editing the audio portion.
That's true. Oh, what's that?
For those of you at home listening, nobody cares, but it's my thing. Little anime collection here I built up over the last year. A lot of them are, collector's editions or limited, releases. So I got them on sale. Otherwise, they would have been hella expensive. That was another reason why, the collection kind of blew up the way it did. Apart from that, I'm also been huge in keeping in tune with the reading or the vocabulary portion. I've been expanding on the manga Japanese comic collection. A couple of weeks ago, I was at my local Barnes and Noble near my cousin's house. And a teacher behind me, she noticed this gigantic stack of comics that I was purchasing for myself. And she asked if it was mandatory or recreational reading. And I told her it was all recreational. I was going to throw in the fact that, I also do the anime podcast, but I was like, nah, she doesn't seem like she's interested. And whatever, seemed kind of cheesy to plug that. But I told her, yeah, recreational. And also told her that growing up, my mother took me to the library a lot. So, aside from work, I just kill a lot or when I'm not editing, I kill a lot of time by reading. And she did me a solid, dude, because she apparently teachers, shout out to teacher Teresa, they get a discount at Barnes and Noble, and she used her discount towards my purchase to save me a cool $35 off the grand total.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude. It was
pretty sweet.
Hell yeah. An unexpected surprise that I'm still grateful for to this day.
Was she coming on to you?
No, because after, she gave me the, after she told the cashier behind the counter her information, she just quickly bolted to her and to her other employee that helped her, and then she just bounced. Yeah. Maybe but I did find it a bit odd, but maybe it shouldn't be just because, she was like, hey, look, someone that likes to read. I think it was just that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, just checking.
Yeah.
Well, good, man. Well, are you going to tell us about the contraption that you just moved? That this, I'm not sure if that's a drum, if that's a bong, what some some smoking apparatus that you moved out of the way earlier.
So one of it is
Oh,
it's an electric drum, the practice pad. Below it is a djembe at the bottom, and then up top right here, the one I'm holding up is another hand drum with the crazy fucking pattern.
Okay. Oh, it just looked like it. Okay. It just looks like a perfect top to it there. All right.
Yeah. It stacks up nicely, but yeah, as you can tell, also big into look at anything drum related. If I could, I'd give the people a tour of where I have my set set up, but you can't make that happen right now. Another time. Yeah, someday.
Yeah.
I guess you could throw that into the mix as far as like, high-end purchases, because cymbals aren't cheap. At least quality cymbals aren't cheap. Drum heads aren't cheap. Quality drums aren't cheap either. You could get some good entry-level drums and just replace the heads and get some decent sounding drums. But as far as you want something long lasting and durable and made of quality materials, and you're gonna have to pay a pretty penny or get really lucky at a yard sale or at a sale in general. So
yeah.
All
right. Well, good, man. Thanks for the tour.
Yeah.
Tour there.
I got some more things within arm's reach, but I could say that for another time. Plus, I figure it's enough. It's enough time that we've killed. And
you definitely want to wait for Jane to get back. Show her this stuff.
She's not going to get back.
No.
She's well on her way to Margaritaville or whatever the fuck, looking for a shaker of salt, however that song goes.
She did say she had to give up.
Yeah.
Because it's short. Yeah, we know bougie is short for bourgeoisie.
Yep.
Why not both? Okay. It's Jane Lynch might be Pat or Dab in the movie or series. I don't know. She might be right to start just doing a regular, like a TV sitcom.
Oh, what if it's just Jane Lynch playing twins and she plays both roles?
Oh. Does she have that? I don't know if she has that in her.
Plus, it's twice the work. Who knows if she'd want to do that? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But then who are we to call her chops into question? She might be like, fuck yeah, I'm down. Let's do this.
Well, like we, we're going to hire the best. So
of course.
And then they'll figure all that out.
But we need to hire.
Our work is done. Our work is done. Just
our work. It is
in the patent dab. Like that's good.
Oh, okay.
I feel like someone else could take it from there.
Hey, well, if anyone does come up with any artwork, make sure to send it to us at endlessranters@gmail.com.
Okay, good one.
Yeah.
And then Facebook, if you're watching now, Facebook group, just search Endless Ranters Podcast. Twitter at Endless Ranters. Instagram Endless Ranters Podcast, I believe, is the handle over there. See if you can find Robbie Spotlight. See if you can figure out what he's up to these days. He's Robbie Spotlight, but then he's in the spot. He likes being in the spotlight, but then also he's so mysterious.
I know.
He likes being out of the spotlight too.
Well, that's when he has to plot and plan. He can't do both at the same time.
True.
You got to give it. You got to let the stuff. You got to let it brew a bit. Let it simmer.
I mean, I'm sure he could do it at the same time, but it's like
the quality would suffer.
Why would he? All right, everybody. I guess we'll wrap this up. On behalf of Jane, Manny, and I say thank you for watching. This is Chris saying, get it on.
Get it on.
Yeah.
All right.